Hello everyone, how are you? This is the human anatomy course. Now we have reached the skeletal system, which is chapter 3. Chapter 1 is about introduction of human anatomy. Chapter 2 is about cells and tissues. Chapter 3 is about skeletal system. So now we will continue with skeletal system within a few days. So skeletal system contains many sections, parts. We will divide it. So please follow and share and subscribe to get or to receive the next parts or sections. So this PowerPoint is designed by professionals, which is above rank of assistant professor in the reputable universities. So this is human anatomy lecture outline. This is the outlines. This is learning objectives. So the skeletal system. Skeletal system is a part of anatomy dedicated to the study of the bone formation, form, structure, function is called osteology. Skeletal system means straight up of body. Skeletal system is composed of bone, cartilage, joints and ligaments. That's why we say system. So each individual bone is an organ, cartilage is an organ, joint and ligament is an organ, each individual. But when we study about the bone, cartilage, joint and ligament in together, we can say skeletal system. So each individual bone is an organ, as I told you. The skeleton accounts for about 20% of our body weight. Our percentage, like blood is 8%, muscle is 40%. So skeletal system accounts for about 20% of our body weight. Next is the function of bone. The first function of bone is support. It provides hard framework that supports the weight of our body. That means it serves as a framework and weights bears the weight of our body, as well as should serve as a hard framework for our body. So for instance, if there is no body, if there is no bone, so our body is a folded of muscles or other structures. That means it is a collection of muscles. So the second type of function is protection. The third is movement, used for movement. By the way, structures which used for movement is the one is muscle, active, it's active movement. The second is bone, the third is joint and nervous system. All these structures participate for movement. The other is blood cell formation. Bone is used as blood cell formation. The first is red bone marrow. So red bone marrow is found with bone marrow of the bones, so used for production of red blood cells, as well as yellow bone marrow also serves as production of red blood cell for in case of emergency. So the main type of blood cell main element used for blood cell formation is red bone marrow. The other is bone is used for storage of minerals like calcium and phosphate or phosphorus is stored in the bone and serves as attachment for muscles. You are right, there are about 700 muscles. These all muscles are almost the majority of muscles are attached from the bones, except some muscles which is found on the face. So majority of muscles are attached to bone. The other is storage of energy in the form of fat, like yellow bone marrow. Yellow bone marrow is used for storage of fats and also used for blood vessel production in the case of